I got this slight cough or whatever.
Where'd we end up with this? Where'd we end up with this? They gave you IV. Are you sick? I mean, what was the diagnosis?
I don't know, there's no diagnosis. I just got a little cough right now. Here's the thing. I don't go to the doctor for any of this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like I let it take its course. I'm one of these guys, like, my body, whatever's in me, will fight it off. Sometimes I don't even take medicine. My wife's got to tell me, why don't you take some medicine?
Bro, I can't
break the cough up.
I can't with you. I'm sitting here trying to keep a straight face. For 10 years in this cast, you're in a doctor's office every other episode going, am I dying? Give it to me straight. Now you have one fever, and you act like you haven't been inside a doctor's office since 1977.
This is my point.
What?
I'm letting this thing take its course, right? But
right.
In the back of my head, I'm not gonna lie to you, in the back of my head, I have a feeling if this thing's still hanging on a month later, right? I still got this cough, and then I go in.
Right.
They're gonna ask me, how long has this been going on?
Oh.
And I'm gonna go, 5 weeks. 5 weeks.
Yeah.
You should have came in week 1. We could have nipped it in the bud. Now it's metastasized all over your body.
Right.
And you got 3 days to live.
Right, man. It's like the one time you finally decide, I'm not going to bother everybody with every little ass ache I got. Oh, guess what? That was the one that was actually killing you. So, and the clock's been ticking. God, you'll be fine. Now, here's a question. For the average person, do you burn the sheets after a sick sweat, or do you just wash them solo by themselves with nothing else? But do you ever relay in them a sick sheet, a sick sweat sheet?
It's a great question, and I'm going to give you a couple of scenarios, and I want to know this from you. No, I don't burn the sheet after a sick sweat. I believe that a sick sweat could be easily extracted with some good old Tide and a nice heavy spin cycle, right?
Right.
Well, I'll ask you something.
Right.
Let's say, for whatever the reason, you wake up and your nose is bleeding.
Yeah.
And you're bleeding all over the sheets.
Right.
Is that enough for you to burn the sheet? Or do we still try and wash blood?
Well, first of all, you bring up a good question. Have you ever gotten out of bed, you notice speck of blood here and there? Nothing like there was, no one was gushing, but you and the wife can't figure out whose it was and where it came from. And but then you just go about your day. I mean, like, there was blood, and like, now that question is a good question, but I feel like it depends on the size of the blood. If it's like bigger than like a silver dollar, it's like a fucking murder scene, right? You got to get rid of that. But if we're talking a speck down by the left ankle, maybe a speck by the shoulder blade, I keep those shit.
Yeah, I mean, are we talking like O.J. Bronco blood? A couple here, a couple there.
Right.
Or are we talking, a full hemorrhage? Listen. Sorry, this is going to happen throughout the show. I apologize to the listeners that you have to hear this whooping cough I got. But okay, so blood is a definite. Yeah, we got to get rid of the sheets. How about this one? How about, and you're not dealing with this anymore, but let's say you wake up and there's shit in the sheets. Now, not that you shit the bed. But we've had it where, Caruso, you're still in a diaper, right? And, maybe he comes in the morning, he's got shit in his diaper, he comes on the bed, maybe it's peeked through the sides, rubs off on the sheet. We get rid of the bed. We get rid of the sheets with shit on the
kid shit, no. Adult shit. Kid shit, no. Adult shit, yes. Even an adult skid mark on the sheet is like, God. You ever take off your own underwear and catch a skid mark before your wife got a chance to catch it in your underwear, and you're like, oh my God, I'm like, if my wife saw this pair of underwear, she'd divorce me. I'd divorce me. I can't even look at myself. Jesus Christ, you didn't feel that on your asshole?